afternoon, students. Today we discuss about in the third chapter total 2 marks questions. Okay, total 2 marks questions. First of all, demand. Demand means here is the purchasing power and willing ability of the consumer is known as demand. At a particular period of time, at a particular price, market price level, how much the consumer willing to buy the goods and services is known as demand. Okay, and next demand function. Demand function means in sometimes market situations are different. In sometimes demand increases and decreases based on the price level and another factor. So these another factors, which factors are influenced to change the demand is known as determining factors of the demand. So here is the demand function refers as dx is equal f of px pc ps y and the t. Dx means where x commodities demand. F means functional relationship. Px means x commodities price. Pc means price of complementaries. Ps means price of substitutes. Y means income of the consumer. T means state of technology and taste and preference of the consumer. So these are the factors have influence to change the quantity of the demand. So finally demand function refers as the functional relationship between the quantity of the demand of goods and services. The determining factors of the demand is known as demand function. And demand divided into 3 types: price demand, income demand, then cost demand. Price demand. Let me discuss about price demand. Price demand means here is the always quantity of the demand for the different goods and services basis on its price level. Basis on its price level. So price demand refers as the dx is equal f of px. The functional relationship between the demand for the goods and services and their price level is known as price demand. Means when price increases, demand decreases. Price decreases, demand increases. There is a negative relationship between the quantity of the demand and price of goods. Inversal relationship means negative relationship between the price and quantity of the demand. So where dx is equal to f of px. Okay, where dx is equal to x commodities demand, f means functional relationship, px means price of x. Okay, next income demand. Dx is equal to f of y. So income refers to, here is the income demand refers as the functional relationship between the quantity of the demand and the income of the consumer is known as income demand. Dx is equal to x commodities demand, f means functional relationship, y means income of the consumer. And here is the based on the income of the consumer. Always he purchase different goods and services. When the income of the consumer increases, he demanded more goods. When income level decreases, he demanded less goods. So in case of income, inferior goods and superior goods in case of inferior goods and in case of superior goods also here is the different purchasing power has consumer. For example, income level of the consumer increases, demand for the superior goods increases, superior goods demand increases, means income level is high, you always consumer prefer to buy in superior goods, better goods. But with low income, when income of the consumer decline in the market, he prefer to buy inferior goods. Why? Because he have less income. So that's why here is the income demand refers the functional relationship between the demand, quantity of the demand and income of the consumer. Okay, right. Next, cross demand. Cross demand means here is the quantity of the demand for the goods and the functional relationship between the quantity of the demand for the goods and the price of substitutes and complementary goods. The price of substitutes and complementary goods is known as cross demand. Means here is the quantity of the demand changes basis on the price of substitute and complementaries. Substitutes. Substitute means to substitute means one for another. These goods are related goods which goods give same level of satisfaction to the consumer. Two different goods gives the same satisfaction to the consumer. That goods are known as substitute goods. Example is tea and coffee. These two goods are different, but both goods give same level of satisfaction to the consumer. From the coffee and tea, the consumer get same level of satisfaction. So the price of when tea increases, to purchase tea decline in the market and consumer prefer to buy coffee. So here is the demand for the coffee increases. Price of tea increases, demand for the coffee increases. Price of coffee decreases, demand for the coffee decreases. Positive relationship means here is the one commodity's price level increasing in the market, demand for the related commodities demand increasing. Okay, so that is the substitutes, means which goods give same level of satisfaction to the consumer. Two different goods gives the same level of satisfaction to the consumer is known as substitutes. So this is the cross demand. Okay, next cross demand and complementaries. Complementary means here is the two different goods, means here is the two different goods jointly satisfying the consumer. For example, if want to satisfy the one want of the consumer, he need more service of more goods service he need. For example, petrol and car and petrol. Car and petrol is the complementary goods. So when price of car increases in the market, demand for the petrol decline. When price of the car decline in the market, demand for the petrol increases. Complementary goods means two different goods jointly satisfy the single want of the consumer to travel in car. When car price increases, the want of the consumer is to travel in car. When price of car increases, so nobody purchase the cars. Demand for the market, and old purchasers purchase more, and new purchasers also enter into the market. Means demand for the cars when increases, petrol for the demand also increases. Here is the negative relationship between the, in case of complementary goods. So this is the cross demand refers. Okay. Next, elasticity of demand. Elasticity means some change. Means here is the delta. Elasticity means some change, whether increase or decrease. So here is the elasticity of the demand. Elasticity of the demand means the percentage change in the quantity of the demand as a result to percentage change in the price of good is known as elasticity of demand. So elasticity of the demand divided into three types: price demand, price elasticity, and income elasticity, cross elasticity. Price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, and cross elasticity of demand. Means first we discuss about price elasticity of demand. EP is equal to the percentage change in the quantity of the demand by percentage change in the price is known as price elasticity of demand. Next, income elasticity. EP is equal to the percentage change in the quantity of the demand by percentage change in the income of the consumer. Here is the percentage change in the quantity of the demand response to percentage change in the income of the consumer is known as income elasticity. Next, cross elasticity means the percentage change in the quantity of the demand by percentage change in the price of substitutes or complementaries is known as cross elasticity of demand. The percentage change in the quantity of the demand for the goods and services due to percentage change in the price of substitutes or complementaries is known as cross elasticity of demand. This is the about elasticity of demand: price elasticity, income elasticity, cross elasticity. Next, the price elasticity again divided into two types. Price elasticity again divided into two types. Perfect elasticity, elasticity of demand, perfect inelasticity of demand, unitary elasticity of demand, relatively elasticity of demand, relatively inelasticity of demand. So here listen once. Elasticity divided into three types: price elasticity, income elasticity, cross elasticity. And price elasticity again divided into five types: perfect elasticity, perfect inelasticity, unitary elasticity, relatively elasticity, relatively inelasticity. Means here elasticity means some change, inelasticity means no change. So perfect elasticity refers to the EP equal to infinite, a small change in the price, the infinite change in the quantity of the demand, immeasurable change, the quantity of the demand. And next, perfect inelasticity demand. EP is equal to 0. The price will increase or decrease. There will be no change in case of quantity of the demand. EP is equal to 0. Then unitary elasticity. How much proportionate change in the price of good? That equal proportionate change in the quantity of the demand. For example, 1% change in the price of good, the 1% change in the quantity of demand equal to 1. And relatively elasticity means here is the EP less than 1. Sorry, greater than 1. Means the percentage change in the quantity of the demand is high, percentage change in the price is less. Next, relatively inelasticity means opposite. The percentage change in the quantity of the demand is less, percentage change in the price is high. Greater than 1 relatively elasticity, less than 1 relatively inelasticity. So these are the 5 types of price elasticity of the demand. And another question. Given goods. Given goods means necessities, daily food items. Ragi, jabra, bajra, broken rice, etc. etc. In case of Sir Robert Giffen introduced these goods, and in case of these goods, the price of these goods increase in the market. The demand, how much they want, they purchase. Demand not decreases in the market. This is the exceptions to law of demand in case of Giffen goods. Okay. Next, Veblen goods. Sir Torsten Veblen introduced these goods, and these goods also known as the prestigious goods. Prestigious goods. In case of these goods, means price of these goods increases, decreases in the market. The consumer purchase more of these goods. Why? Because these goods shows the economic status of the persons in the society. Some prestigious goods, gold, ornaments, and different type of valuable vehicles, houses, lands, etc. etc. Price of these goods increases even though the consumers want to buy these goods. So, prestigious goods. Next one, the speculation. Speculation means in some rare situations, the price of goods high in the market, even though the consumer purchase more of these goods. Why? Because these goods increases highly in the further situation. The particular, in case of some goods, the price of these goods high, even though consumers more, they purchase more, they want to purchase more. Why? Because these particular goods price level increases, highly increases still further. So that is the speculation. And illusion also one of the important. Illusion means here is the consumers have some illusion. Means which goods have more costly, and these goods are branded goods, and which goods have less cost, these goods have inferior goods. So due to this reason, the consumer purchase costly goods. That is the illusion. Okay, this is also one of the, these are the main adjectives for, means exceptions to law of demand. Okay, and next one is the demand schedule means in the market different type of goods and services demanded for the consumer at a given price level in the market is known as demand schedule. This demand schedule is two types: individual demand schedule and a market demand schedule. Individual demand schedule means individual means single consumers. The consumer demanded the different goods and services in the market at a given prices in a particular time is known as individual demand schedule. And next, market demand schedule means different type of goods and services demanded by the different consumers at a particular time and period is known as the market demand schedule. This individual demand schedule shows the only individual single consumers, but market demand shows the different type of goods and services and different consumers demand schedule. So this is the variation between the individual demand schedule and the market demand schedule. Next, these are the completely 2 marks questions from 3rd chapter, and tomorrow we discuss 4th chapter long question. Okay students.